before, and now they've done it again. You see a Finals MVP in a first year with the team. Kawhi, Kevin Durant, Moses Malone, the great and late Moses Malone, and Magic Johnson with the Lakers. And Kawhi Leonard got the hardware in his lap, and he sits down to join me now. And Pascal Siakam was just sitting where you are a moment ago, and I'm always interested, Kawhi, in a moment when you finally get to sit down, away from all the noise. Does it start to sink in right now as you and I are talking, what you and your team have accomplished?
Man, after watching you talk about those highlights and, you know, about the Magic, like you said, it seemed like that was like last year. But it's still surreal right now, you know. Can't wait to wake up in the morning and just reminisce on it and just really think about it and see these highlights against the whole playoffs.
What's the most satisfying thing for you to have brought what you brought to this group who'd never done it, and then to get there together? For you personally, what's most satisfying, Kawhi?
Just making history here, bringing an organization their first championship. You know, it's just something that the Raptors could build on, that we all could build on, and you know, that was my goal. I wanted to get them to the finals their first year. That was all our goal, and obviously once we got here, it was the next step to win it all.
It's easy for me to sit here as I'm doing these highlights and say that you're telling the guys, hey, look, I've done this, follow me. But I don't know. What, if anything, are you kind of telling the fellas about what this is going to be like, the enormity of the stage and things like that, having lived through it and done it?
You know, if you watch my interviews, that's what you'll know what I tell them. But, you know, I'm very humble with, you know, my first Finals MVP. I'm not going to come in here and tell a group of players that, oh, I won one, so expect this.
Right, right.
You know, all I said is, you know, guys, I just told them really about how you got to do media every day and how media is going to be on the court while you warming up for the workout. So just really be ready for that and have fun. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. You don't know when you're going to get back here. So enjoy the moment. You know, don't get caught up in what people think you should be doing on the floor. You know what we have to do once we're in this locker room. And if you score 0 points or, you know, 30 points, you know, just move on to the next game. It doesn't matter. Each game is different. And, you know, that's pretty much what I tell them. Just enjoy the moment and leave it all out on the floor and have fun. This is basketball.
Speaking of moments and being ready for them, Fred VanVleet, with a tie game, takes and makes the three that gives you guys the lead. I was amazed as I look back. He had 14, Kawhi, in the entire series against Philadelphia. He had a dozen in the fourth quarter tonight. How did you all know that this was in him, and are you at all surprised that he showed the world what he was capable of?
In the playoffs, it's all about matchups. So, you know, one series might be someone's series. They have that mismatch, and, you know, you have to take advantage of it. So it's going to be your series. Come out there and step up. You know, for Fred during that Sixers series, they're very long. There's a lot of long guys guarding him. It just wasn't his series.
Right.
And he stuck with it. He knew that. He stayed positive. He knew he was going to make shots, and he played better during Milwaukee. You know, and Norman Powell, you know, one of the MVPs of the Milwaukee series as well. He's coming off the bench, scoring 15 points, hitting threes, and, you know, and now in the finals, it came back to Fred, and, you know, he did his job. He came out in that fourth quarter tonight, played big for us.
If I ask you the strength of the team, and the answer, look, it could be you, and I know you're not going to say me, but the strength of this team, it was in what? Because you guys felt so connected. Like, what would you say that is, the strength?
You know, it's a great group of guys over here. We all enjoy each other's company, and, you know, it's no one on here butting heads. And obviously, we all have faith, and we take pride in both ends of the floor. Everyone does. We want to stop our men and give them a bucket on the other end. And, you know, when we all are on the same page and everyone is thinking team effort and team basketball, you know, great things happen like this. You don't always win a championship, but,
sure,
you know, those are most likely the teams that are gelling together and make it out.
Let me close with this, Kawhi. I asked you about the strength. Obviously, you got strength from the guys, not the guys, well, the guys and the gals. Everybody at home in Toronto, and I know you can see the highlights, so let me show you the clock hitting 0, and this is what it looked like. And I see the big smile on your face as you see, you know, the joy of a nation. How do you describe just what it means to know what you've given these people?
Man, it's amazing. Like I said, I wanted to come here and make history, get them to the finals, their first finals, do something that never's been done, and now we are all able to just hang a Raptor in ceilings, and it's going to be a big banner. It's amazing, man. Those people did a great job coming out when it's raining, supporting the team, everybody that's in the arena. Man, it's just a great feeling. I'm happy for them, and I'm happy to just be able to, bring them something special.
Tonight's a night for celebrating and celebrating what you've done individually and what you guys have done collectively. If we think about the time frame for what you figure out what's next, I'm not asking where you're going or what you're doing, but just the time frame to figure out what's next. What does that look like, Kawhi?
Sure, I don't know yet. I'm going to take it day by day. I'm going to enjoy this championship right now. And when free agency starts, so you could pretty much
figure it out.
Put the time frame together. Yeah,
Yep, I'll be here.
I'm about to enjoy this.
Understood, yeah. As you should. I'll be here then when we know what the next step is. But for now, this next step is some champagne and celebrating with the team and with your country. I salute your excellence, and I appreciate you sitting down with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. Kawhi Leonard, an MVP once again as the party back home rages on. Calm down now. No destroying of vehicles. People lose their minds, start climbing up light poles and jumping off. Don't hurt yourself. Don't wake up tomorrow with a broken something. Be happy. Toronto's done it. They won the title. Brian Windhorst. He's now. I thought that was after a break. Hi, Brian.
It was a heck of a 12 months, and I don't know. I just try to take things as they come. You didn't look too far ahead. Obviously, when we made some additions to the team, we thought we could be good, but we had no idea what the health status was and all those things. And again, you just got to go take the guys you got and go play and manage it the best you can. And then look at the opponents and try to figure out a way to beat them. And it was a great group, though. They really played together. I thought they really fought hard. They were tough-minded. They didn't seem like this was wearing on them at all. 2 months of playoff basketball. They never seemed tired to me mentally. They kept wanting the film sessions. They kept wanting to walk through things. They kept wanting to keep learning and improving, and I think that was a big key because we had to do that in the playoff run because we really hadn't had all that much time together.
Steve on the right side on the fourth row.
Steve Eschmaner, NBA.com. Nick, every Eastern Conference team that began the season aspiring to get to the finals knew there was a good chance that they would run into the Golden State Warriors. How much does it add to what you guys have accomplished that you beat a team that will be considered one of the greatest in league history?
Well, first of all, you're right. I think you thought get through the East and the chances were you were going to be playing Golden State. I mean, I probably stayed up late and watched Golden State more than anybody just for the heck of it, right? Just to see what they were doing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It means a lot for our city and the country and for these players, staff. An incredible group of people, my assistant coaches and the support staff. And I don't know if it would have meant any more or any less. To be honest with you, you get the win and you're just happy you got it and celebrate that fact.
As you saw the attrition in there.
Nick Nurse, the 5th rookie head coach in the last 50 years to lead his team to the World Championship. Paul West said Pat Riley did it for the Lakers in the early 80s. But it has now happened 3 times the last 5 years. Steve Kerr, Ty Lue, and now Nick Nurse has joined the list. If you hear me chuckling, it's because I look up to my right and I can see Pascal Siakam. Get yourself together, young man. What? Go ahead and pop that. Go ahead and pop that bottle. Well, the bottle's been popped. The bottle has been popped. We got Cameroon represented.
It's been going on.
We got goggles. We got hats. We got, and we got world championships. And these are moments when guys sit down to talk on the show with us, when maybe you take a deep breath and maybe it hits you. And if it does, and you realize right now you're a world champion, how do you put in words what that represents?
Oh, man. Hopefully I can talk to you, but
just do your best.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. Great to be here. We worked so hard, and you know, I have the flag with me, Cameroon, being able to represent Africa in general. And you know, it's an amazing feeling just being here and having the opportunity to be at the highest stage and be able to perform like we did and get a championship. So it's amazing. Toronto, all the fans deserve this, so it's an amazing feeling.
You had 26 in this game, hit a huge. I wonder if you could just explain to me sort of the intensity, because as I said to Stephen A. Smith a moment ago, through the first 3 quarters, it felt like a remarkable game of incredibly high-level basketball. And then the last 6 minutes, it felt like a bar fight, like everyone's out of gas, and it's just truly a will of who can win this game. What are those moments like when a championship is there to be had?
I mean, I think at that time, you know, all the X and O's go out the window. You know, we have to do everything we can. You have to give everything you have to be able to win. And at that time, you know, we're just fighting, and everyone is on the floor diving, trying to get every possession. Every possession counts. So at that time, you know, it's just about who wants it more. And I think, you know, we kind of proved that, you know, we wanted it, and we went out there and took it.
Fred VanVleet's a guy that says bet on yourself, and that's what he's been doing ever since he wasn't picked. Push comes to shove in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and he's burying shots that give you guys the lead. What would you say about your belief in him and what he showed the NBA in this game and in these finals?
Yeah, I always say, man, that's my favorite player to watch in the NBA.
Why?
You know, it's amazing, man. The guy, you know, he never seems to be, you know, it's kind of sped up or anything like that. He always himself, and he always cool. He one of the guys that, man, one of my best friends, and just being able to have this moment with him, man, like at the highest stage, seeing him perform like he did for us was huge. I'm just so happy for him, man. I'm excited for him, and I'm happy. And I know there's this joke around about his kid and all that. You know, that made him happy. But hey, it's amazing, man. That's my guy, man. I'm always happy for him, and I'm just glad that he's on my team.
Pascal, last thought, and you and I covered this a little bit last time. I share with you, I know what it is to lose a pop, and you've talked openly about that. When you have a quiet moment tonight, when the champagne's done, and you're just sitting thinking about Dad, what would your thought be about what tonight would have meant to him?
Oh man, I hope I can, you know, kind of like put it into words. It's incredible, man. I'm so blessed, and I think, you know, when you go through hard times like I did, and him passing away, and me not being able to go home and be there with him. And kind of like, you know, kind of like my whole family telling me to stick to school and my dream and continue to work hard. And moments like this, man, there's not much you can say about it. I wish he was here, and every single day, like I go out there and play for him. I'm just happy that I'm able to keep his name alive, man, and his legacy, and I'm just excited to be part of that. It's I don't know what to say, man. I'm just talking, but. I'm just so happy right now, and I wish he was here. I know my family's excited, you know, and we just so happy for this moment.
You said it beautifully. You can't say it better. They say when a young man loses his father at an early age, he spends the rest of his life trying to make him proud, and undoubtedly you did that tonight. Let me leave you with this. The last 3 guys with 25 and 10 and a road win that clinches a title are a guy named LeBron, a guy named Dwayne Wade, a guy named Shaquille O'Neal, and now you. So that's the company you're keeping tonight, man. That's the list you're on. Go get into that champagne. Celebrate with your guys. Congratulations on this remarkable step in your journey, Pascal. Thank you for your time.
Man, thank you so much for having me, man. And I'm so always good to talk to you. And you know, thank you, man.
We'll do it again. Thank you, sir.
Yep. Thank you.
Pascal Siakam, world champion. Champagne. Kawhi Leonard. We'll hear from both locker rooms. You know.